in the previous slide, I subtract the net income before tax and multiply it with the tax rate. Or I can find it by using another way. I can take the net income before tax, which is 7,900, and multiply it directly by 95% of the tax. Okay, from where I can get the 95%, I can take 100% and subtract 5% from it, the percent of tax rate they give it to me in the question, and I will get the 95% that I can use it. So finally, I will get the net income with a number of 7,505. Now, if I want to shift in a more deep stage in the income statement, so let us take a look for this example. The following trial balance of Taba supermarket for year ended of December 31st, 2019. I have the accounts, I have the figure in two sides, the debit side and the credit side, and I have more information here. Let us take a look for more information they give it to me. The ending inventory on December 31st, 2018, it was 5,200. As I know, the ending inventory in 2018, it will be the beginning inventory for the second year, which is 2019. And also, they give me another information that the tax income is 5%. What's required from you, my dear student? The first required to prepare the multi-step income statement for the financial year, which is 2019. Secondly, you are required to find a single-step income statement also for the same year, which is 2019. By using the data we have it here, I can prepare my multi-income statement, multi-step income statement. Let us start with you to explain the income statement, the multi-step income statement. It will start with the sales figure. Okay, from where can I get the sales? Returning back to the data of the company, let us see the sales. I have the sales with a figure of 229,400. So I write here sales and I mention the figure of the sales. Then I will subtract the sales return, and it will be 15,400. Here I have the sales return. After I subtract the sales return, I will get the net sales, and it will be 214,000. Next, I should find the cost of goods sold. How can I get the cost of goods sold? Firstly, I will start with the beginning inventory. How much the beginning inventory for us? It is 5,200, and we should take care the beginning inventory for year 2019. It is an ending inventory for the year 2018. Then I will take the purchase, and it is 162,700. I will subtract from it the purchase discount, and it is 2,700, and I will get the net purchase of 160,000. Then I will add the expense on purchase, and it is the import tax with a figure of 1,800. So then I will get the cost of purchase with a figure of 161,900. If I want to get the cost of goods available for sale, I should take the opening inventory and add it with the cost of purchase. Then I will get the cost of goods available for sale After we getting the cost of good available for sale with a figure of 176,100, I will subtract from it. I will subtract the ending inventory from it, and I will get the cost of good sold with a figure of 175,700. Then I will shift to find the cost of the gross profit. How can I get the gross profit? I will take the net sales that I found it before, and I will subtract from it the cost of goods sold. So I will get the gross profit with a figure of 56,300. Then I will subtract the operating expense. Firstly, I should list all the operating expense that I have it. In our question, I have the salary expense with a figure of 15,600 and electricity expense with a figure of 3,400, and finally I have the rent expense with a figure of 7,200. The total of the operation expense, it will be 26,200. And if I subtract the total of operating expense from the gross profit, I will get the income from operation, and it will be 30,100. Then I will move to find the other revenue and gain. From my question, I have the gain. I have the gain with a figure of 8,600. Then I will add the gain from sales of machines, and it will be 8,600. Then I will subtract the other expense and losses, and it will be the interest expense in our question with a figure of 2,800. Finally, I will get the net income before tax with a figure of 35,900. The last step in our question, finding the net income. How can I get the net income? I can before find the net income tax. How can I get the net income tax? As we explained before, I'm taking the net income before tax and multiply it with the tax rate. So I will get the income tax with a figure of 1,795. Reaching the finally to find the net income or profit, I can take the net income before tax with a figure of 35,900 and subtract the income tax from it with a figure of 1,795, and getting the finally the net income of the company with a figure of 34,105. Shifting to the second required. How can I prepare the single step income statement for the company? Looking about the data I have it for this company, the single step income statement, it is more simple comparing to the multiple step income statement. I will start with the single step income statement with the revenue section. In the revenue section, firstly, I will put the net sales, and I know before, how can I get the net sales? I will take the sales and subtract the sales discount from it, and I will get the net sales of a figure 240,000. Then I will add the gain from sales of machines with a figure of 8,600. Finally, I will get the total of revenue. This is for the first part of the single income statement. Moving to the second part, it is the expense part. So in the expense part, I should start with the cost of goods sold, and I know how can I find the cost of goods sold from the previous slide. But let us take a quick look to how can I get the cost of goods sold. Firstly, I should find the cost of purchase, and the cost of purchase I find it by using the purchase, subtract from it the purchase discount and add with it the expense on purchase, and I will get the cost of purchase. Then, moving to the cost of goods sold, I use the beginning inventory, add with it the cost of purchase, and subtract from it the ending inventory that I have it in the question. So I will get the cost of purchase, the cost of goods sold, sorry. Then I have the operating expense in our example, and it will be the salaries expense, electricity expense, the rent expense, and the interest expense. I list it all and find the total of expense. Finally, I should find the net income before tax. How can I get the net income before tax? I will get revenue minus the total expense I have it to get the net income before tax. Then I will subtract the income tax from the net income before tax, and I know from before how can I get the income tax. So I will take 35,900 and I will subtract the income tax from it with a figure of 1,795, getting finally the net income or profit for our company. By that, my dear student, we reach the end of our lesson, and the student should achieve the objective of the purpose and the layout of income statement for the merchandise business, the equation of the income statement of merchandise business, and finally, the preparation of the income statement also for the merchandise business. For more information, my student, you can visit the website of Ministry of Education or check the questions and activities in your school book. Thank you, my dear student, for your attention, and see you in the next lesson.